days with certain characters, and I can respect that. Right now, we are going to jump right into Mr. Game & Watch versus Metaknight. Alrighty, we are seeing some impressive combos, 46% right off the bat, jumping in and climbing, almost getting that nair, and almost even getting that dare too. But the pressure just does not stop from Dingus Joe, already coming in with 64%, getting out of that dash attack to the up B too, and it's just, he's not missing an opportunity to put damage on Esuma. Every time Asuma's going out there with something, even if he has to stretch the last pixel of one of his moves like we saw with that forward air there, he is getting some damage just to punish it. So good stuff to Dingus to having the awareness in that matchup to be able to get those punishes. And because of that, he's going to have this big damage lead, already 91%. And I think we're in range for a grab and a 2-2 to kill. But who needs that when you can just catch a landing with an up smash? Good God. Dingus out here slaying it. And we already see a lot of damage again off that next grab combo. Esuma yet to touch him since losing his first stock. Almost getting that falling up air to the up smash too. Dingus Joe is just all over this guy, getting the reverse hit of grab into the reverse hit of jab into the grab, almost comboing it into hammer, and then ending it with a spike. Was that a perfect stock? Dingus, calm down. Dingus Joe out here making quick work of that Metaknight. Maybe Esuma should pull out the Captain Falcon. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he should do it. Yeah, you can see it in Asuma's face. He's definitely thinking about what he could have changed with that game. But you know, sometimes with this character, it can be a little wild, especially when you're not familiar with the matchup. But we see Esuma now hovering over Sheik, choosing to go that for this game too. Hopefully, this goes a little better for him. I don't think Game & Watch has a terrible time with Sheik, but I mean, it does hurt. You know, having those needles at long range. You know, and not a lot of characters can punish the Game & Watch threat of standing there halfway across the stage and up smashing just to taunt you into doing something silly. But hey, she can just chuck needles halfway across the stage, and that's a big part of this matchup. So we're gonna have to see how Esuma adjusts with this character switch. Dingus, of course, not changing at all. Only took 31% that last game. I wouldn't either. Alright, so we're going to Dreamland. Interesting choice from Esuma with a lighter weight character like Sheik. I guess I'd fear the up smashes and the beat, or not the beat boops, the toots. Just a little more on a stage like this, especially if I get grabbed on a platform, but Dingus typically plays very grounded to begin with, so I'm not sure if we're going to see too much of that, like early 2-2 kills off of a platform. Right now, for the first time in this whole match, we do see Esuma with a small lead, getting that forward throw to Bouncing Fish and putting on 57% already to Dingus Joe. This is already going leaps and bounds better than the last game. Ooh, weird interaction with the win box there, sending Esuma straight up after he got that forward air. Dingus Joe just kind of letting the Bouncing Fish hit him as Esuma came back to stage. Trying to give him with the fish and bacon, but not able to get anything out of it. And right now, it's yeah, you can see Dingus just definitely playing a little bit more reserved. He's not exactly pressing forward as much. He's rolling back. He's kind of like fading back with the back air. He's waiting for this grab opportunity to catch that air dodge to the up smash, barely surviving that. Esuma is able to come back, almost getting free with that double Bouncing Fish. Weird flank there with the Bouncing Fish to the up smash. No one really getting the butt end of that stick, but hey, getting the 2-2 right after. Esuma's going to lose his first stock. Try to even it back up with that forward throw to the up air, but not quite. No Rage is going to make that pretty hard to kill, even on a light character like Game & Watch. Now we're going to see these grab combos. Already 39% on Esuma. This is they can get pretty scary pretty fast. This Game & Watch can put on damage really quickly, especially at a grab. And if Esuma doesn't get the correct read like that to secure this stock, luckily he does, though. Yeah, we see Dingus Joe fishing for these pivot grabs. Trying to just get more damage out. But hey, the up smash will work too. It's actually a pretty good mix, you know. Like if you're constantly mixing these pivot grabs and these up smashes, you know, it just kind of puts the fear like you really don't want to come in. Catching that recovery with the dash attack, and already Esuma with 97%, he definitely fall victim to a down throw up air, the toot combo, pretty much right now, and I think it would kill. Esuma continuing to get like the bread and butter Sheik combos, putting on 46%, but what we're gonna see, toot, and that is gonna be the game. Dingus Joe taking that set, guaranteeing himself into losers semifinals, top 4 Dingus Joe. Which means our top 4 will consist of winners finals ZD versus Vash, losers semis Dingus Joe versus